everyone, I hope you're all doing well. So I'm here with the intro video for my 2019 Project Pan, and this year I'm doing something a little bit different, and I got the idea from Kat and Haley from Beauty News. If you haven't seen Beauty News, it's two Australian YouTubers, Kat and Haley, who started this Beauty News channel where originally they were just talking about new makeup releases. They kind of have a weekly video just talking about new makeup releases of the week and their thoughts on it, and it's just very interesting. And they also have like a makeup breakup series where they destroy makeup or weigh makeup to see if you're getting what it's advertised. They test out different makeup products, so just a really fun channel. And they both also have individual channels where they're Project 10 Panners. So I saw that they had an intro video for their 2019 Project Pan. They're collaborating on their Project Pan for 2019, and they invited anyone that wanted to participate to join along. But what they're doing, they're calling it like hashtag Team Project 10 Pan, but they're doing a full face rolling Project 10 Pan. So they picked out all the categories. It's mainly all makeup, and then they have a few non-makeup categories, but basically you pick an item for each category, and then as you use up the item, you replace it with something else. So for instance, if it's mascara category, if you use up a mascara, then once you use up the mascara that you chose, then you replace it with something else. So I thought that sounded kind of fun to do. It's just something a little bit different than my typical Project 10 Pan. So I will be doing this project as well. I'll be going over all of the categories. I did have to make some tweaks, which they said, you know, kind of change up the project to fit you personally. So I'll be going over all the categories that they had set out, and then for some of the categories I don't have a specific item in my collection, so I'll skip that category. For some of the categories I've added in a few more items just because I have a few different things that function a different way. I've added in a category, so I've made it my own with still in the realms of the categories that they came up with. And then also they said like seasonally or every 3 months, if you wanted to, you could switch out items, declutter items. I'm not sure if I'll be doing that, but I will leave that option open. So I will get started with the items. So the first category was primer. And for this category, I will be focusing on the Becca First Light Priming Filter. This is an item I should be able to go through pretty quickly. I'm about here. If I squeeze out all the air, I just have a little bit of product at the bottom. This type of packaging is really easy to cut into, so I will be cutting into the product once I can't squeeze out any more product. So we'll see how long this one lasts, but this is an example of why I really like this idea of a project, because you can put in stuff that's super easy to use up, that you can just, you know, each month, not maybe each month, but, you know, you can go through a lot of the item, that category of item in a year. But you can also have items in the project that might take you a whole year to use up. So I do really like the idea of this. So this is the first item, primer. The second category is foundation. And for this category, I actually have 2 items. So I have a BB cream that I want to focus on and a traditional foundation. So for BB cream, I have the Dr. Jart Beauty Balm, the Dis-A-Pore BB cream. There's the Dis-A-Pore version of the BB cream. And I don't have a ton of this left. If I squeeze out the air again, I'm about to here. Again, I'll cut into the packaging to get all the product of this out of the packaging. But yeah, BB cream is something I mainly use throughout the week. Like if I'm doing just a quick makeup look for work, I like to use BB cream. So I did want to include this in the foundation category. And then I also have a traditional foundation, which is the Urban Decay Naked Skin Foundation. So this I don't have a lot left. I'm about to here. And again, I didn't really want to focus on one at a time, because usually like throughout the week I'll use the BB cream, and on the weekends when I have more time to spend on makeup, then I'll use the foundation. So I didn't want to try to use just one at a time. So I decided to put 2 different sort of items in the foundation category. So that's where I'm starting with this. Next category is concealer, and this is one of the rollover items from my previous Project 10 Pan. This is the Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer. This one I tried to take the stopper out and it broke, and it's just very messy now. So I do have product on the sides, which I pretty much used up a ton of that. There's not much left there, but there is some product at the bottom, which I'm trying to use up with a brush. So we'll see how much longer this takes me. I really do hope to have this finished off soon, just because it's pretty messy now with the broken packaging. But that is the concealer. The next category is powder, and for this I have my Too Faced Peach Perfect. This is the Mattifying Loose Setting Powder. So this one probably will take me the whole year to use up. There's quite a bit of product in here. I did get this for my birthday last year, so I've been using it for about 4 months now, and I still have a ton of product left. So we'll see if I use this up during the year. I don't have a backup for loose powder, so I'm not in a hurry to use this up, but we'll see just how long this takes me. So this is the powder. The next category is setting spray, and for this I have the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea. This is the Mineral Boosting Mist. For this, I'm starting about here, so I have about a third of the product left. So not a ton of this left, but that will be the setting spray that I'm working on first. The next category is blush, and for this category I do have 2 items. So I have a cream blush and a powder blush, and I do use, on most days I use both of them. So for cream blush, I have another rollover item from my last Project Pan, but this is the Josie Maran Coconut Water Cheek Gelee and Poppy Paradise. So that's where I'm starting with this product. I don't have a ton of it left, but I really just want to use this up this year. I've been focusing on this for so long, and I don't have a ton of product left, but I really just want to use it up. So that is the cream blush. And then for powder blush, I have another rollover item from my last Project Pan, but this is the Tarte Blush and Exposed. So that's where I'm starting with this one in this project. I have a ton of pan showing, but powder blushes, just blush in general, just takes a long time to finish up. So that's where I'm starting with the blush. The next category is highlighter, and for this category, again, I have a powder and cream product. So for the cream product, I have another rollover item. This is from Benefit. It's What's Up. I've just not been that successful in trying to use up this product in previous Project Pans, but that's where I'm starting with this one. I just want to find more ways to use this. I think I was watching Kat's intro video, and she said she likes using What's Up like under foundation to give like a glow to her skin. In the summer last year, I was using this like as a body highlight, so I just want to find some more ways to use it and maybe finally use this one up. So that's for highlight. And then that was for cream highlight. And then for powder highlight, I have this Laura Mercier Matte Radiance Bake Powder in Highlight 01. This is a deluxe size highlighter, and I don't think I'll be able to use this up. I don't use highlighter every day, but I would just like to maybe hit pan on this or just make as much progress with this as possible. So that's the highlighter. That's where I'm starting with this one. Recently I've been using highlighter more often than I was, but still it's not something I can really work through. So we'll see just how much progress I can make with this one. So that's the highlight category. And then next I actually added in a category, and that category is finishing powder. So once I put on kind of all my base products, my blush, highlight, I do like to follow up with a finishing powder, just dusted all over my face. And for that I use the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder in Ethereal Light. So this product I have hit pan on, so that's what I'm starting with in this project. This one is a baked product, so it has a sort of like mesh bottom, which is kind of cool, but I know I probably will be able to use it up this year, but that is my finishing powder category. So now I'll move into eye products, and the next category is eye primer / cream product. So for this category, I actually have 3 items that all serve a different purpose. So the first item I have is just an eyeshadow primer, and this is the Nars Smudge Proof Eyeshadow Base. I normally go through about 1 of these a year, and I just started using this one because I just used up the other one of these that I had. So hopefully by the end of the year I'll be able to finish this one up, but this is my eyeshadow primer. And then for cream eyeshadow, I have my Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Duality. This is another rollover item from last year, but I have this, which is, it's like dual-ended. There's a matte side, which is really great as a brow bone highlight, and then the shimmer side I use like in my inner corner on my lower lash line to add some shimmer. So I really want to work through this year. I don't have a ton of it left. but it's just kind of a slow moving type of product. So I do want to work on that. And then for the third cream, like eyeshadow product, I have something I actually use all over the lid. So this is from trèStiQue. It is a mini shadow crayon in the shade Morimoto Pink Pearl. And I had gotten this, or actually got a set of 6 of these this past year from Sephora. It was a point perk. So I just wanted to work through some of these. I'm starting off with this one because I have the least amount of product. This is kind of a taupey shimmer shade. It's really pretty, but I thought I just could work through some of these. So this is my little post-it note of where I'm starting with this item. It shouldn't take me that long to use up, so I just don't have a ton of product left, but I will start off with this one this year. So the next category is eyeshadow slash palette. So initially for this category, I wasn't going to try to use up anything. For the past like year and a half, I've had different eyeshadow projects. 2017, towards the end, I was doing Pan That Palette. The beginning of 2018, I was doing Palette of the Month. And then towards the last half of 2018, I was focusing on using up specific eyeshadows. So I kind of wanted to take a break from like eyeshadow projects. But what I decided to do with this category is just rotate through everything in my collection. All my eyeshadow palettes, all my eyeshadow singles. So every month I'm just going to pick out a different combination of things to use. And in my videos I'll just share what I'm currently using. So for January, what I'm using is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Norvina palette. This is something I got for Christmas, so I've just been having fun lately playing around with this palette. It's really fun. I enjoy that it's like 50% shimmer, metallic shades, and then 50% mattes. There's just some fun different colors in this palette, so I've really been enjoying this one. And then I'm also using, more for work everyday sort of purposes, I'm using the Urban Decay Naked 2 Basics palette. So this is just a great, like, quick eyeshadow palette to use for every day. So, and I recently hit pan on this skimp shade, which was really exciting. But that's my January combination. And I thought this would be a good way for me to not specifically focus on panning eyeshadows, but just use everything in my collection. So I'll just share each month what I'm currently using for in terms of eyeshadow or palettes. The next category is liquid slash gel eyeliner. So for this category, I only have one kind of liquid eyeliners. I don't even know if this is technically a liquid eyeliner, but this is from NYX. It's the Super Skinny Eye Marker in the shade Carbon Black. And this is more just something I play around with. So I thought I could try to use this up this year. I don't have a ton of this left, I don't think. I've had this for a few years, but it's still makes a pretty good line, so we'll just see how long this lasts me, but I thought I would try using this up for the liquid eyeliner category. The next category is pencil liner, and for this I have my Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Pencil in Desperation. This is another rollover product from last year, and this is more of a daily sort of eyeliner for me, so that's where I'm starting with this one, and I'm hopeful that this is something that I can use up this year. It just takes me a while to go through, especially pencil liners, so we'll see how long this one lasts. The next category is mascara, and for this category, what I'm going to start off with first is the Bobbi Brown Eye Opening Mascara. I have been using this for several months, so this probably will be something that will be replaced next month, but I'm showing you the brush. I don't know. I've been enjoying this one. It's nothing that I would like repurchase, but it shouldn't. I don't have that much of this left. I'll say that. So that is the mascara that I'll be working on. The next category is brow color, and for this I'll be working on the Benefit Gimme Brow in the shade Medium or 3. I'm not sure how much longer this one will last me. I do enjoy using this to give my brows a little bit of color, but that's what I'll be working on for that. For brow setting, I'll be working on another Benefit brow product. This is the 24/7 brow setter. It's just a clear brow gel, and this one I really like the brush. It's just a small little brush, so we'll see how long this one lasts me, but that is for brow setting. The next categories are like lip products. So they had a category for lip liner, and I don't have any lip liners, so again, this is a category that I'm gonna skip. The next category is lipstick. So for this, I have my, it's the Bite Beauty matte cream lip crayon in the shade Glacé. This isn't something that I'm like, I really want to use up. I just got this in the Sephora birthday gift in 2018, so I haven't had it that long, but it is a mini size, and there's not a ton of product here, and I do tend to reach for this quite a bit, so I thought it'd be a kind of easy sort of lipstick product to use up. And it's definitely something, at this point, I would definitely repurchase. I really enjoy this, but that's where I'm starting with this for lipstick. The next category is liquid lipstick. So I do have some liquid lipsticks. They're all like sample sizes that I got with like Sephora orders. And while I could pick out something to try to use, I really don't use liquid lipsticks. I really don't enjoy them. I really prefer more like comfortable lipsticks or like lip treatments, lip glosses. So I'm just gonna skip that category because realistically it's not something I want to focus on. The next category is lip gloss. So for this, I do have an item. This is from the Sephora collection. It's the Oil Infusion in the shade Bubbly Grenadine. This is another rollover item. Now, I did have the packaging like sitting up, like the tube of lip gloss like sitting up so that all the product could get to the bottom, but at some point it got turned on its side, so all the product is everywhere. But I'm starting about here. This is my mark from my last Project Pan update, so I have a little less than half of the product left, so I'm really hopeful I can use this product up this year or the first part of this year. The next category is lip balm, and for this I'm going to be working on this year some of the Fresh Sugar lip treatments. And the first one I'm starting off with is Tulip, just because I don't have a lot of this left. This is an item I currently have in my purse, so I am like reapplying throughout the day and wearing it quite a bit, so don't have a ton of this left, but that's where I'm starting with this one. Just is super pretty. It gives just a little bit of color. It's super pretty. I love the Fresh Sugar lip treatments. So that's it for all the makeup items, and then they had 5 categories for like non-makeup items. So it's kind of nice to be able to work on some other things that aren't makeup but stuff in your collection that you just want to work through. So for the first category for the non-makeup items, they had nail polish or nail product. So I don't really want to work on a nail polish, so I decided to kind of expand this into like hand care. Something in my collection that I definitely need to work through is hand cream, so I thought this might be a good like hand cream category. So the first item that I'll work on for my hand creams is from Philosophy. This is a raspberry and cream hand cream. I currently have this in my purse, and I thought I'd just start off with this one because I have the least of it. So again, if I like squeeze out the like air from the packaging, I just have a little bit left at the bottom. I'll probably cut into this as well. I really love this. It has a great like texture. It sinks into the skin really fast, and it has a great scent I really enjoy. But I thought I would start with this one just so I could kind of work through it and then start working on some other hand creams. So this will be for the sort of nail, it's nail polish, nail product category, but I'll kind of expand that to like hand care category. So I'll be working on this. The next category for the non-makeup items is fragrance. And for this category, the first thing I'll be working on is the Elizabeth and James Nirvana Black Little Roller Ball. Last year I'd used up the Nirvana White Little Roller Ball, so I want to use up the rest that I have of the black. And I don't have a ton of it left, so this is where I'm starting here. So we'll see how long that takes me to use up. I feel like the roller balls, like, you don't think there's a lot of product, but I feel like they just take longer to use up than like a spray. Maybe that's just me, but I don't know. But don't have a ton of this left, so we'll see how long that one lasts me. So that's for the fragrance category. The next category is a body product. And for my body products, of course in my collection have lotions, body washes, but I feel like I go through that stuff pretty quickly, or at least as quickly as I could because I use it consistently. But the body care item that I don't really use consistently, I kind of forget about, is my scrub. This is the Tree Hut Shea Sugar Scrub in Tropical Mango. I really like this. It's a great scrub. It also has a great scent. I have this in my shower, but I just kind of forget to use it. So I thought that this would be a good way to try to use this one up, or try to remember to use it more. So this is a scrub. I'll show you. I have about half of the product left. I don't have a ton of it left, but it's just something I kind of forget to use. So I thought that I could focus on this item in this project. The next category is skincare. So for this category, I thought this would be a good way to focus on some of the items that I wanted to use up in 2018 that I wasn't able to. I had my items I wanted to use up in 2018 finale recently, and there was about 7 skincare products that I wasn't able to use up in the year. So I thought I'd pick different ones of those and focus on using them up in this project. So the first thing I'm going to work on is from Drunk Elephant. This is the Virgin Marula Luxury Facial Oil. Now, I'm not sure how much of this I have left due to like the packaging. You can't really like see through the packaging, but just on like feel, I don't think I have a ton of this left. So this is the first thing that I'll start with. And this is a product I could use every day. I just don't. So I just want to try to get through this. So this is the skincare item that I will be using, and I'm hopeful that I can get through. If I focus on the skincare items like one at a time, I'll be able to rotate through a lot of them and get some of the stuff finished off that I don't typically use on a daily basis. So that's the skincare item. And then the last category is hair product. And for this one, I'm gonna first focus on this John Masters Organic. It's a citrus and neroli detangler. Now I have it upside down. I have a few different like detanglers, deep conditioners I'm trying to work through. I just have a little bit of product left on a few different like items. So I just want to get through all of those type of items. So this is the one I'm starting with. Hopefully I can have this finished up in a few weeks, in a month. I just don't really have a ton of it left. I have like this much left of product. So again, I just want to kind of work through those items that I'm almost finished with, especially like for hair care items. So anyway, that is everything. I know it's a lot of products, like a longer sort of intro video than my typical Project 10 pans, but you know, I'm working on like twice as many products as like a normal Project 10 pan. But I'm really excited for this project, really excited for the updates, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you soon. Bye.